Billy Badass Butter TV, y'all. Billy Badass Butter TV. I'm all over it. What's up, everybody? Yeah, we back up in this thing, man. Billy Bad Butter TV. And yeah, man, today we gonna get into what's going on with Jay-Z and the what they some was called the crooked attorney Anthony Buzzbee. Some would say that he's a crooked attorney. You know what I'm saying? Before we get started, man, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button real good one or two times when y'all get up in here. And man, subscribe. Billy Bad Butter TV. Subscribe to stay notified, man. We gonna, you know what I'm saying? We gonna pop it, man. We gonna get into it about Buzzbee, man. Yeah, man, it's been a mess, man. It's been one thing after another with these guys. You feel me? Let me go ahead and get my little video up from Law and Order, Law and Order TV. Feel me? And yeah, we gonna get into that one. The rest, I got these articles, man. New York Times. I wonder why New York, or not New York Times, but the NY Post. They running articles like they just don't like Buzzbee. I know they don't really, I know they don't like Jay-Z, but I don't know if Jay-Z owns, if he has friends up over there. But shit, man. Before we do the video, look, check this out, man. I'm gonna put up the article so y'all can see y'all can see this nasty article that they got about the lawyer in the New York Post, man. Dang. Wow. Which one is it? Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. It's this one, y'all. Look at this one. Look at this one, y'all. This is crazy. Look what this article say in the New York Post. Tony Buzzbee, the lawyer suing Jay-Z and Diddy on the child rape claims. They say he deliberately gave one of his own clients an STD and smashed her face with glass. Now that's a cold one right there, bro. That's a cold headline. He smashed her face with glass and he deliberately gave her the STD. Come on, y'all. Is that it? Look, why would they print something like that? But I don't know if they got proof of it or not. It might be proof that they, saying they might have proof backing up that this dude is a dirt bag like that. I don't know. I don't know, man, but I know. Look, here's another one. Here's another one, y'all. Look at this one. This one is by TMZ. This one is TMZ, y'all. You feel me? This one is TMZ. Diddy accuser attorney Tony Buzzbee is being sued for allegedly giving a woman an STI. Tony Buzzbee says it's just a smear campaign, right? He is now accused of infecting a woman he dated with the venereal disease. Hey, that's TMZ reporting it. So scratch that what I said earlier about the New York Post just having an axe to grind with this lawyer, because every newspaper and magazine outlet is reporting that this dude been spreading the worm, or he's just been spreading the worm. He's burning, man. He got the hot chili pepper on his pilly pepper, and he keep giving it to women. Look, Hip Hop Wired. Tony Buzzbee sued for allegedly giving woman an STI. You feel me? Oh, wait, y'all didn't see that one. Hold on, let me see. Let me show y'all first. Hip Hop Wired is the look, Tony Buzzbee sued for allegedly giving woman an STI. That's another one. Boom. Hopefully it's not neither one of them women in the picture with him there. I'm not sure, but that ain't cool. Look, here's another one. Here's another one. Double XL rap magazine. Rock Nation sued by Tony Buzzbee, the Jay-Z trade accuser attorney, for allegedly paying clients to sue the Buzzbee firm. So what Buzzbee is trying to say now is that Jay-Z and his people basically are paying people to say this bad stuff about him. But if one of the people who's saying it and is suing you is your former client slash former girlfriend, which um which is alleged right here in which one? Which newspaper said it? Let me see. Let's go back to, I think it's the New York Post. No, New York Post just called her his ex-client, Tony Buzzbee. Yeah, let's see. Did the accusers say? Yeah, he says it's a smear campaign. Let me see. Oh, is it Hip Hop Wire? No, it is. Listen, man, all of them are saying the same thing. Okay. All these magazines are saying the same thing, that this guy is running around with the burning worming, and he's sticking it to his clients and stuff. Hey Buzzbee, what are you doing poking on your clients, bro? I don't know. Do what you want. I'm just asking. What are you doing poking on your clients, bro? That's not professional. But you are suing somebody on behalf of somebody who can't even get their story right, bro. That's why they saying you paid that lady with that Diddy story, with that Diddy Jay-Z story, man. They saying he made her. They saying, and when I'm saying they, I'm saying Jay-Z's lawyer, even Diddy's lawyer. They saying that Tony Buzzbee made these people who called his law firm about something totally different to represent them about. And he said, hey, yeah, if you follow me, we can get you on the Diddy case. That's what they saying he did. I don't know. Maybe he did, but that's what it's just a big smut slinging contest right now between Jay-Z and Buzzbee. Y'all, they just slinging mud. You know how they call it the mud slinging contest? Well, they slinging smut, y'all. They slinging smut on each other. They're saying the lawyers in the Buzzbee office are saying that Jay-Z and his lawyers are paying people to say stuff, and then Jay-Z and his lawyers are saying that Buzzbee and the lawyers in his office are paying people to say stuff. Who's right? Who's wrong? I don't know. But Buzzbee, he got some mess. Man, he's the lawyer. So we already know that the Jay-Z allegations are terrible. The Diddy allegations are disgusting and terrible and crazy, right? But now you as a lawyer, you got these allegations of burning your people, not just financially or by not representing them correctly in court, but you burning them with your burning Worman Johnson. Wow, dude. That is crazy, man. That is crazy. Yeah, so let's get up to speed with Law and Crime Network. Yeah, let's get up there. Lawyer targeting P. Diddy and Jay-Z. Yep, this is him. Let's get it. Let's get into it. The lawyer targeting P. Diddy and Jay-Z allegedly gave an ex-client an STD, the lawsuit says. Now, I can't remember which one of these articles, magazines that I read, but they also referred to this ex-client of uh, Tony Busby's as a former girlfriend as well. So not only was she dating him, or was she, um, using his services as an attorney, but he was dating her too. And then he burnt her with unprotected. Busby, you nasty, bro. What you too old for that. You too motherfucking old to know better, man. Take your nasty ass to the clinic, Tony Busby. They got free clinics, and then all the money you got, man, you must be a real cheapskate. No wonder you suing Diddy and Jay-Z, homie. You must be a real cheapskate. How you got all that money and you can't even go to a free clinic to get some free condoms and to make sure you got some free penicillin and some free tetracycline? Cause you running around here with chlamydia and trichomonas, and we don't know if you gave her the homies or scabies. We just know that you passing around. We don't know if you gave her the herpes simplex 10 or the herpes C or hepatitis A. We don't know. It just says an STI, and the other ones call it an STD. One's infection, one's a disease. The other one called it the venereal disease. But all these networks reported you for being a serial uh, burner. You're a burner, bro. Stop burning women, man. You nasty, Tony. You nasty, bro. You too damn old. You too damn old to be doing that, man. Let's get into it.
Documents that lay out the
Let's
Tony Buzzbee, the splashy Texas lawyer who promised he would file more than 100 civil lawsuits against Sean Diddy Combs, who's now in a war with Jay-Z, is facing some
this
serious
fool burning women.
both ethically.
Who burning
and
women
morally.
at your
His
age,
former
bro?
girlfriend and client of his is now
See?
suing him, saying
See?
he gave her an STD
Former
and
girlfriend
used it to
and client.
blackmail her. We've got the court
He
documents.
gave
that
her the
lay out
STD on
very
purpose
disturbing
and then
details.
used it to
Well,
blackmail
sidebar,
her.
by law and
Oh, he's a
crime,
cold
I'm Jesse
piece,
Weber.
bro. Tony Busby is a cold piece.
All right,
Look,
before we get
Jesse
started, this
Jesse
is pretty
Weber,
scary,
bro.
but did you know that children are being diagnosed with serious conditions like type 2 diabetes and non-alcoholic fatty liver disease?
Yes.
And the research is potentially linking ultra-processed foods to this? Yeah. Well,
Yes. That ain't nothing new. That's nothing new in the black community.
it's practically become a household name in the legal world these days.
Who, Busby?
Diagnosed with type 2 diabetes or fatty
Let's
liver
get it,
disease,
man.
visit
Let's get it, y'all.
www.forthepeople.com/food to learn
This
more.
is crazy,
Tony
y'all.
Busby has practically become a household name in the legal world these days, right? As he makes it known that he is going up against some of the
This
richest
is
and most powerful
legal.
people.
I do not own the and
that Sean
crime
Diddy Combs
sidebar
sexually assaulted
with
them.
Jesse
Some as
Weber.
recently as 2022, others back in the 90s. By the way,
Mm-hmm.
talking Sean Combs for a second. He is going to be spending Christmas behind bars.
Really bad butter TV, man. Y'all like, share, subscribe,
sex
man.
trafficking,
Check this out,
conspiracy, transportation to engage in prostitution.
Yeah.
He's maintaining his innocence while he's locked up in the Metropolitan Detention Center, the MDC.
Tony Buzzbee running around here burning broads.
One of these disturbing lawsuits. We've talked about this a lot, but Buzzbee recently filed this amended complaint naming officially Sean Carter, also known as Jay-Z,
and that's what makes it bad, bro.
The rape of a 13-year-old girl.
That's what makes it bad. Diddy was already being charged with this shit.
Jay-Z,
and then this dude
entertainment company
finds a Jane Doe.
A Jane
Doe. Come on, bro. A Jane Doe.
Jay-Z in this lawsuit.
Listen,
because Jay-Z says none of this ever happened. And in fact,
they all say
Alex Spiro, who is Jay-Z's attorney, is trying to get a judge to throw out the allegations against the music mogul in the lawsuit, saying that Jane Doe is an unreliable narrator and that the claims are
no, they saying they lying, bro. Unreliable narrator.
News interview in which she
y'all be saying
some of the
they liars in a nice way.
It might be wrong,
or
she might have gotten mixed up.
Oh, come on, man, with that bullshit.
That's not only grounds to dismiss Jay-Z from the complaint, but also to impose sanctions upon Buzzbee for backing her play, for filing this lawsuit. We actually did a whole side.
I agree.
I encourage everybody to go check it out. It's on our Long Crime YouTube page.
Okay.
Today,
it's on the Long Crime
about something else. I
YouTube
want to talk
page.
About this complaint that was just filed yesterday that accuses Tony Buzzbee of not only ethical violations, moral violations.
Moral.
And they are not only egregious,
moral,
salacious.
So salacious.
This was filed in New York State court by a Jane Doe who lives in Texas.
Yeah, they got a Jane Doe for you now.
States. And she accuses him of legal malpractice, saying he failed in his representation of her during her divorce and that he manipulated her private medical information to cover his own misconduct.
Oh, wow.
Says this is all part of a smear.
No, ain't no smear campaign. The only smear campaign going on is the one that Tony Buzzbee is doing against Jay-Z, because he didn't even vet the Jane Doe what is it? Witness? No, or victim. The victim. He didn't even, and now we seen the statement by Tony Buzzbee last week. Oh, this client was given to us by another law firm and they vetted her. Not only that, y'all, not only that, but Tony Buzzbee said last week, I think it was either Thursday or Friday, that he was going to give the woman a polygraph test. Now here we are. We come in. It's Sunday. Ain't no polygraph test given. All he had to do was have her at his office. He knows she lying. Her dad said she's lying. She said the dad picked her up. The dad said he don't remember no shit like that. So he knew he was lying. They told him he was lying. Tony Buzzbee knows he's lying. So Tony Buzzbee is the only one doing the smear campaign. Now that they found people to say the same thing about you, now it's a smear campaign against you. Both of y'all throwing smut at each other, Jay-Z and Buzzbee. But let's continue.
Campaign. So we'll get into it and let's start.
But Buzzbee, you started it.
The complaint begins since 2018. Defendant has taken advantage of plaintiff for his own personal gain, but that ends now. The first time the parties met, defendant lured her into having a sexual encounter with him by concealing the fact that he had a venereal disease. Defendant knew of the risk that he would pass the disease to plaintiff if he did not take the appropriate precautions. And when that risk
like getting free rubbers or going to the free clinic, you cheapskate Buzzbee,
using his status as a licensed attorney.
Wow. He got all that money.
Explains plaintiff has filed an order to show cause seeking permission to proceed under the pseudonym Jane Doe in order to avoid reputational harm and collateral consequences from public disclosure of her sensitive medical information.
Yeah,
side note
but
there,
saying she got burned. She must got
of Sean Combs
cases. She must got the herpes, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. And now I'm gonna just share a little bit and be vulnerable, because when I was a young, dumb, full of cum young man, I was humping everything. I was walking through hell with gasoline draws on, fucking everything that I could get my paws on when I was young. So I've had a few STDs, and you just go to the clinic, you get your shot, you get the Q-tip stuck up your you pee hole, and they get that shit out of there. You get your antibiotics, you get your metrocycline, and you get the fuck out of there. You don't get to be 50 and 60 years old and you still running around here burning bitches. Buzzbee, you got all that money and you still burning broads? Buzzbee nasty, y'all. Tony Buzzbee is nasty, y'all. He's still running around here burning bitches. This guy right here, he got a burning Peter, y'all. He got money. He got a badass, you know what I'm saying, Tesla, the armored Tesla, but he ain't got no armor on his own Tesla, on his own Tesla. Man, you better stop that, bro. You too old for that shit, homie. You nasty.
Divorce,
take your bitch ass to the clinic and get that shit.
Information to cover his own misconduct. Buzzbee, though, says this is all part of.
Ain't no smear campaign.
Talk about
Buzzbee. This woman
filed yesterday.
This woman said
Tony Buzzbee of
that you did it.
Ethical violations.
She didn't say she think. She didn't say she think you did it.
They are quite salacious. So
she said you did it
in New York State court by a Jane Doe who lives in Texas.
Buzzbee
is licensed to practice in both states, and she accuses him of legal malpractice, saying he failed in his representation of her during her divorce, and that he manipulated her private medical information to cover his own misconduct. Buzzbee, though, says this is all part of a smear campaign. So we'll get into it. Let's start right now. The complaint begins since 2018. Defendant has taken advantage of plaintiff for his own personal gain, but that ends now. The first time the parties met, defendant lured her into having a sexual encounter with him by concealing the fact that he had a venereal disease.
Burning bitches,
defendant
bro.
knew of the risk that he would pass the disease to plaintiff if he did not take the appropriate precautions, and when that risk materialized,
Buzzbee nasty, y'all.
To protect himself from reputational harm using his status as a licensed attorney.
Yeah, he's a nasty motherfucker,
It explains plaintiff has filed an order to show cause seeking permission to proceed under the pseudonym Jane Doe in order to avoid reputational harm and collateral consequences from public disclosure of her sensitive medical information. Little side note there, as we have seen recently in a number of Sean Combs civil cases, that can be a bit of an uphill battle. Courts recently have ordered anonymous plaintiffs to reveal their identities in these cases, or the cases
man. Quit coming up in here. Quit coming up in here trying to be anonymous, man. Quit trying to be anonymous.
For why
if the motherfuckers did something to you and you a real victim, say who you are.
But also, it was an issue of fairness.
That might jog
the idea would be doesn't
memory. These two niggas
right
here,
to know and
it might jog their memory. Once they know who you are.
Against them. Side note, moving on to this. Jane Doe says that she connected with Tony Buzzbee online, and they struck up a relationship.
Look at his pants.
So she travels to his home.
Just remember, y'all,
for a date.
He's burning.
Took her out to a dinner, and then they saw.
He's burning, y'all.
The complaint states after the show, defendant invited plaintiff to stay and have a few drinks.
Excuse me.
And then he arranged for them to spend the night in a 5-star hotel. Defendant seduced plaintiff to engage in sexual activities.
This the lawyer,
disclosing
Tony
that
Buzzbee.
He had a venereal disease. Soon after her encounter with Buzzbee, Jane Doe says she started to experience some pain, so she went to the doctor.
Pain?
The doctor explained to her that she had contracted an incurable sexually transmitted disease.
I told y'all it was the big one.
After receiving the venereal
incurable
disease plaintiff called defendant to inform him that he
herpes
transmitted the
simplex.
venereal disease to her.
That's the herpes simplex,
was
y'all.
Apologetic and unsurprised.
That's the herpes simplex 10.
He was already aware that he had a venereal disease and that he did not.
Yeah, he was aware. That old
when they were
ass man,
sexual activities.
That old nasty pervert knew he was burning.
Told her, "Don't say anything to anyone about the STD." And in exchange, he promised to provide her free legal services as a form of compensation.
Oh yeah, I'll be your lawyer for pro bono.
And grief over her
pro bono for you taking my pre-burned
she would not have to
boner.
Her venereal disease test.
Yuck.
Defendant became
He's a nasty piece of motherfucker,
to keep her
bro.
close and manipulate her into keeping his secret. So according to
his
this woman,
secret,
she was in New York City at one point with
Buzzbee.
a friend when Tony Buzzbee apparently joined him at a bar. And she says when he entered, he saw her talking to a man at the bar. So her lawsuit says, what does he do? She claims he smashed a glass into her face, causing her front teeth to chip. Now, adding to all of this, it appears that during this relationship between
he busts her in the mouth with a glass.
Jane Doe was married. She and her husband had started divorce proceedings in 2021, and the plaintiff says that Buzzbee had offered to represent her
you
again for
violating
free,
women
to fight for her share
with
of
your
the
burning
assets.
Peter.
So I'm going to read
And
you
then
now
you
a
thought
chunk
she
of the
told
lawsuit,
somebody at the
what
bar,
Jane Doe says
and then
Buzzbee
you made her eat a
and
glass.
didn't do while he was representing her. Quote,
He
defendant
made her
used
eat
his
the
position
glass.
as plaintiff's sole attorney as an opportunity to doctor plaintiff's medical records to make
He
it
made
look
her
as if he
eat the
could not have been
glass,
the one who
y'all. We
infected
gonna
her with
rewind
venereal
that, man.
disease.
That is
Specifically,
crazy.
the test.
That's cray. He heard her at the bar. He's walked in the bar. He's seen her at the bar.
At one point
He
with a
thought,
friend,
look,
Tony Buzzbee apparently joined them at a bar. And she says when he entered, he saw her talking to a man at the bar. So her lawsuit says, what does he do? She claims he smashed a glass into her face, causing her front teeth to chip.
He's
now, adding to all
he's
of
a
this,
monster.
it appears
You
that during
a
this
monster,
relationship
Tony
between 2018
Buzzbee.
and 2021, Jane Doe was married. She and her husband had started divorce proceedings in 2021, and the plaintiff says that
Buzzbee's
had
a
offered
monster,
to
y'all.
represent her again for free, promising to fight for her share.
Y'all
of
like,
marital
share,
assets.
subscribe
So
now.
I'm going to read you now a
Click
chunk
that
of the
notification
lawsuit,
bell,
which lays
man.
out
We coming
what
with
Jane
more
Doe
stuff,
says
man.
Buzzbee
Billy
did
Bad Butter
and
TV, man.
didn't do
We
while
got
he
a
was
lot.
representing her. Quote, defendant used his position as plaintiff's sole attorney as an opportunity to doctor plaintiff's medical records.
Yeah, we had to get this story
if he could not have been
out the way. Buzzbee versus Jay-Z. Stay in a smut slinging contest.
The venereal disease in 2020
who can throw the most
from her
smut at each other?
Husband, rather than in 2018 from defendant. On April 13th, 2021, defendant sent a demand letter to plaintiff's husband with a knowingly fraudulent claim that he, rather than defendant, had infected plaintiff with a venereal disease.
Oh, he tried to blame it on the husband.
Continued to litigate the divorce.
Wow.
On June 14th, 2021,
he a cold piece of work, Buzzbee is.
Plaintiff's husband made requests for discovery relating to defendant.
He a cold piece of work, y'all.
Quickly and without discovery. On information and belief, defendant provided this advice to avoid production of
documents a cold piece,
that would uncover
y'all.
his fraud and his role in infecting plaintiff with a venereal disease in 2018.
He's a piece of shit.
Plaintiff entered into a divorce agreement that resulted in a dramatic loss for plaintiff, who otherwise stood to recover an equitable split of the marital assets. Defendant also directed that the divorce settlement include an arbitration clause.
Wow, he's a piece of shit.
Plaintiff from further litigation with her husband.
So he burns her, tells her keep it a secret, and then he tries to, and then I'll be your lawyer for free.
Wow. If true, that's pretty egregious conduct. Again, both on a moral, human, and legal
Look what his shirt say. I hate people. Yeah, he'll burn a bitch. He'll burn a woman.
Legal malpractice.
He'll burn her.
Alleges by causing plaintiff to agree to a settlement without litigation, plaintiff was forced to accept the settlement far below the amount she was otherwise entitled to.
The clap.
Suing for violation of judiciary.
He got it all. He giving it all to the bitch. He giving the bitch applause.
Or delaying their case for their own monetary gain.
Woo.
Third, breach of fiduciary duty, which is the responsibility of an attorney to act in the best interest of their client. Jane Doe says Buzzbee didn't do that. He didn't act in her best interest, but rather he just wanted this case to be over with as little evidence presented as possible.
And you know what's crazy, y'all, is the stuff that Tony Buzzbee and his clients, his victims, are accusing Jay-Z and Diddy of. Well, these are 20-year-old, acts, right? This stuff that Buzzbee is being accused of, this stuff is more recent. This woman say, this is more recent. That's all I'm saying. Buzzbee was a monster yesterday.
Fourth, fraudulent misrepresentation. The lawsuit reads, but for defendants' misrepresentations, plaintiff would not have entered the divorce settlement and would not have agreed to any distribution of assets less than what she was legally entitled to under the Texas.
So if he'll lie like this,
fifth,
Tony Buzzbee will lie about
interference.
anything.
And that is when someone interferes with a person's contractual or business relationships in an
Yep.
improper way. In
Yep.
this case, Jane Doe is saying that Buzzbee knew she stood to gain financially, but still sabotaged her to cover up his own bad behavior. And finally, Jane Doe is requesting a declaratory judgment from the court. So an order clarifying someone's rights or obligations here. And she claims that her ex-husband has taken the position that the divorce settlement that Jane Doe agreed to means, look, she's not entitled to some of the income that he's recently gotten from assets they acquired together when they were married. Again, Jane Doe says she got
And
bad
she's
advice
blaming
from her
Buzzbee.
attorney, and she should be allowed to back out of that settlement agreement. According to the complaint, a declaratory judgment would serve the useful purpose.
This woman don't sound like she has anything to do with Jay-Z, Rock Nation, or their, you know what I'm saying, their lawyers.
What is Tony Buzzbee?
This lady sound like she got an axe to grind with Buzzbee.
Denying this, saying it's part of a smear campaign.
It's all Jay-Z's doing. Come on, man.
Suing major celebrities like Sean Combs and
Jay-Z couldn't find no woman to just do this to you,
Buzzbee wrote, "The smear campaign continues. Today I was sued yet again by a lawyer affiliated with the same lawyers I face in the Diddy litigation. The conspiracy to discredit me and intimidate me from pursuing claims in the Diddy litigation has at this point become criminal. This latest case,
it's criminal,
is frivolous.
What they're doing is criminal, but what you did is not.
Others. It now seems that every other day there's another false claim filed, all of which are being ginned up by individuals working on behalf of or in concert with those Rock Nation and Diddy interests. This latest one is provably false with literally no factual basis or merit whatsoever. Prior to filing it, the lawyer demanded $20 million from me, claiming that if I didn't pay, he would trash my reputation despite being shown that his client's wild claims could not be true. We won't just sit back and allow this criminality to continue. We've reported this conduct to the relevant legal authorities, and we will be filing our own cases against those behind this to put a stop to it once and for all." And by the way, this alleged connection between the attorney for Jane Doe, Jeremy Israel Borer, and any link to Diddy litigation is a little tenuous because based on our research, Borer represents a former deckhand named Matthew Ray Thompson Jr., who was injured when the ship he was on collided with a barge. Thompson is suing Buzzbee because he says Buzzbee's firm committed malpractice during his case and stole money from him.
So that's a different client that Buzzbee got over on.
All part of a smear campaign.
Boy, it sure is easy for him to say that.
Interesting that Buzzbee makes the claim that he's being extorted.
Right.
Lawyers for Jay-Z say Buzzbee did the exact same thing. Essentially.
Yeah.
According to court records filed on behalf of a John Doe in civil court, who we now know to be Jay-Z, Buzzbee reached out to Jay-Z's people and basically said, "Hey, I'm going to name you in this bombshell lawsuit, so you should settle now, or, your reputation's on the line." A hearing is scheduled for February, where the attorneys will argue to a judge whether Doe should or shouldn't be allowed to proceed anonymously.
So basically, this shit is about to get uglier and uglier and uglier until February. That's what they saying, y'all. But as you can see, TMZ, they did this on the 19th. This was 3 days ago. TMZ reports Diddy's accuser's attorney Tony Buzzbee sued for allegedly giving woman STI. All right. So that's where we are, man. Tony Buzzbee is smashing glasses in women's faces. He's smashing burnt up sausage with herpes juice on the tip of it. And he should know better. He should know better. And he want us to think that it's just a smear campaign, y'all. And I don't believe that. I don't believe that some woman would just say, okay, I'm gonna ride with Jay-Z and them guys and say stuff. Come on, man. That woman had a very vivid story of how not only did he burn her sexually and give her the big H that's incurable, but also that he hit her in the mouth with a glass because he thought that she was at the bar talking to another dude and telling him about it. He made her eat the glass, y'all. She said he chipped all her front teeth out, man. Or, come on, man. Come on, man. This guy. now, I ain't standing up for Jay-Z or nothing. Because if he did any of the stuff that he's accused of, Jay-Z ain't shit. Diddy ain't shit. But this dude ain't shit either. This dude, this Tony Buzzbee dude, he's a cold piece. If I was him, I would step down and let another lawyer in my firm take it over. But he ain't gonna do that. He wants that money. He wants that money. That's why it's a civil case. And yeah, it's about money. But now it's a smut slinging contest. Who can sling the most smuttiest smut at each other, and which smut is gonna stick. So y'all put y'all seatbelt on. It's finna get smuttier and nastier and messier and uglier. And yeah, man. Hit that like button, man. We out, man. Like, share, subscribe, man. I'll be back tomorrow with some more something. I don't even know yet, man. But we're gonna get into it. Whatever it is, man. Billy Bad Butter TV. It's been great. Thanks for rocking with me. Right on. We out.